Good day. Welcome to another scintillating moments in the house, talking about 360 sport. It's an exciting moment in the house, and we have a special guest. And for those of you asking whether the national stadiums or rather the stadia in the country will be open, I tell you, there have not been anything official to pronounce the resumption of sporting activities in the country. So it's still good that we all should keep to the protocols as regards to the COVID-19 pandemic until something official comes out from the federal government and also from the Lagos state government. On this note, I introduce myself, Mudashiru Shitu. I'm your uncle in the next few minutes as I take you to one sport that I've been striving to be on the same level with football, with basketball, and other well-known sport. My guest is a very important personality when it comes to gymnastics in the country. In the future, every reference of gymnastics will be traced to her. She is a national captain, the captain of the national team of the gymnastics of this country, and she is also the athletes representative on the board of the Gymnastics Federation of Nigeria. Of recent, at the All African Games in Rabat, she led Nigeria to the first ever international medal. I'm talking about Ellen Ocheke. Ellen, it's good to have you in the house here.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
Yes, it seems that we will not be talking about gymnastics in the country right now without the mention of your name and how much you've done for the country. But I want you to tell us how you came across this sport and why you decided to make this sport a companion of yours.
Okay. Let me start from the beginning of my career, gymnastics. I started gymnastics since when I was in primary school. Although before they came to my primary school, that was my coach. Before they came to my primary school then, my dad first took us to stadium to go and start this sport because my sister is also doing gymnastics, but she didn't go far. She only did for a little while and she stopped. So I used to do all the small things like forward row, bridge at home, you understand? So my dad said, okay, let's go to the stadium. So when we get to the stadium, they told us they are going for competition that we should come back. But unfortunately, I didn't go back, you understand? But to God made it so they came to my school when I was in primary school to pick us then. You know, they group us in different groups. They pick from primary 3, primary 4, primary 5. So they pick us. I was among the people they picked then in the school because I already know how to do little things like forward row and bridge at home. So that is what they use as the screening then. So if you can do this, they will pick you. You'll be coming to stadium for training. So I was among the people they picked then because I can do forward row and bridge. So I started going to stadium since that time and I started learning gymnastics. I fell in love with the sport. It was so interesting. So I fell in love with the sport totally. Gymnastics is about strength, flexibility, and endurance, you understand? So I fell in love with it. And since then, I've been doing gymnastics since from my primary school.
Yeah, you said it well. Can you tell us the year and the class you were when you started gymnastics, and were your parents so encouraging at that time?
Okay. I can't really remember the year. I think it's 98 stroke
What
99.
class were you?
I was in primary I was in primary 4 then, you understand? So then my parents, especially my mom, you understand, she didn't actually support at the very beginning, you understand, because today when I go for training, when I come back from training, I always complain of pains all over my body. My back is paining me. I don't even eat most time to go to sleep. If I just come back from training, straight to bed. I wouldn't even take my shower at times because I would be so tired. So my mom was always complaining, I don't like this stadium you are going to. It's like you will stop. But the first competition I went for, that was Bauchi 2000. I didn't compete. I only went there, you understand? They showcased me, they showed me around. This is how festival is, you understand? So I only went to just watch. I didn't compete. My first competition was 2001. It's just a championship, gymnastics championship in Ekiti State then. That was my first competition that I actually compete as a gymnast.
What's kept you going? It seems from the overview of what you just said, what kept you going beyond passion?
I like the sport naturally. You understand? Me seeing somebody flipping, oh, I really want to do that thing. So that kept me going. And I've watched many gymnastics videos. I saw the Kokina, Kalin Petersi, Sean Johnson, and Co. You understand? So I love what they are doing. I also want to be like them. You understand? So that is the passion. That's what kept me going. I just want to be a sportswoman. I want to be strong and flexible. So that's what has kept me going from the beginning.
At what stage of your career did you realize that you've made the right decision? Because you must have gotten to a particular page in your career that would give you that urge of continuity. So where did you get to in your career that you pledge that you go further in it?
That would be, I think, is my first festival, I think, year 2002, Edo 2002. That was my first festival, you understand? I went there, I competed as a gymnast, but I didn't win anything then. I didn't win anything because I competed with my seniors then, you understand? I competed with my seniors, so I didn't have the opportunity of winning. So, but there was a little girl then in my team. She's very little. She got a silver medal on floor event. So I was like, if this small girl can win a silver, I also can do better than that. I senior her in age in the gymnastics. So how can she just come just like that and she won a silver just like that? No, I really need to put more effort and win the next competition. So that was when I realized that I can actually do this sport. And I determined, you understand, because I make decision on my own that I want to go further into this sport and make a career for myself in this sport because I already love the sport. But that competition give me more drive to like go in and make career for myself in gymnastics. So that was when I make up my mind.
Thank you. Presently, you are the captain of the national team of gymnastics in Nigeria. You're also on the board as an athlete representative. You've done so well for people to have accepted you. Were you the best among the rest? Or why seems you've gotten this captainship and you're also on the board of the Gymnastics Federation? What do you think you're doing extraordinary that have given you that leverage in gymnastics in the country?
Okay. I would say is first, before you can be a leader in something, in what you're doing, people must have known you well. And you must have, you have some good qualities before they can say, okay, we want to choose this person as our leader. I'm a champion. I'm always winning. In any competition I go to, I win. That's the thing there. I'm always winning. And I am the best. When you're talking about female in gymnastics in Nigeria, you can't mention anybody's name. You will mention my name first. Okay. So I believe that is what makes them to like say, okay, let's put in this girl. She's good. She's the best. And then I think I'm the oldest. So they just like everything. They put everything together and they just put me there as their leader.
Still on your career, what's the peak? You've told us about what the breakthrough was. The peak of your career. What several things have you done that you think, you have several of the high moments in your career, but can you mention one or two that you feel so satisfied in your career?
Wow. I think the first one I'll mention is the last festival. That's Abuja 2018. I can say I'm the most happiest person on earth then, because I won 4 gold medals in that festival. That was actually the first time I'm winning that numbers of gold. I've won gold before, you understand, but I won 4 gold medals. I set a record then. It was after I finished my festival. You know, before they used to count festival. If you've done 3 festivals, you can no longer go for any festival.
Okay.
So after all, they now opened the festival. They said, okay, from now on, the festival will be open. So for me to come back after I finished my 3 festivals, you understand, I came back as an elite athlete to win 4 gold medals. It's something I can never forget in my life. It was an awesome experience for me. I really appreciate God. I'm so happy and satisfied with my competition, even with my injuries. I was having serious injury on my both ankles then. So I competed with that serious injury and I won 4 gold medals. I set that record there. So I'm so satisfied with that one. Then the second one is this last All-African game. For me to be able to beat my chest that, yes, I have won international medals. You understand what that means? Because I've been going for All-African game. I don't have the privilege of winning any medal or anything. For this one, even if it is my team that won the medal, not just me, not my personal individual medal, it's the team. But I really appreciate God that something like that happened in my life. At least I put on international medal on my neck to say, okay, this one is my own medal. I won this medal. So I really appreciate those are the 2 major things I will talk about in my career.
It's interesting moments
I'm really satisfied with.
Interesting moments here. We're going to a quick break and we'll come back. Still stay tuned with us, Ellen. Yes, it's the TV360 Sport and interesting moment. We are speaking live with Ellen Ochege. She is the captain of the gymnastics national team of Nigeria. She's also the athlete representative of the Gymnastics Federation. She is the first captain to have led Nigeria to the first ever international medal in gymnastics at the last All-African Games. Don't go away. It's TV360 Sport.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
My name is Alero. I am not sick. I just need you to help put your stamp on this medical report. I want to tender it at my office as a sick leave. I'll pay 10,000 naira.
Ma'am, that is impersonation. I'm not a doctor.
Oga, be like say this English no go pay. I go increase the money to 20,000 naira. I beg. You know, if I give you that 20,000, as you ride, so, if it still help your condition more. So, you know, say you spread.
As I spread like virus,
You talk.
Come out! If person come your hospital, talk say make you give am fake medical report, make you go take collect sick leave. Talk am say no, na corruption, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Stop corruption now.
Yeah, welcome back. It's been interesting in the house with Ellen Ochege, who has been telling us how she started her career from primary school. And Ellen, we want to ask you what the future of gymnastics will look like. It seems that the sport is striving to be on the eye with other sport. And you are a coach, a gymnast, and someone that's seen it all, even at the highest level. Tell us, with these present situations of administration in the Gymnastics Federation, what is the future? Should the unborn child be happy if they decide to make gymnastics a career like you've done?
I will say yes to that question that you just asked. I will say yes, they should be happy. They should say yes to gymnastics because gymnastics is a very good sport, very interesting sport. It will build you in and out physically to make you, it will give you a good posture. You understand? So I would say they should answer yes to gymnastics because I believe what is going on right now, bringing in new presidents to gymnastics federation, I believe we are going places because before now, we don't hear about gymnastics like this. Most people don't even know what gymnastics is. They don't even know if gymnastics is a sport. If you tell some people you are a gymnast, say, are you into sports? Say, yes, you are a gymnast, you are doing gymnastics. They will say, is it fighting? They think it's kind of fight. They don't know what gymnastics is until you show them. People that do backflip, oh, they will not say, oh, okay, yes, I know. But now, without you telling anybody all those things, I believe they understand what gymnastics is right now because gymnastics is gradually coming to a limelight, you understand? Because before, they don't hear gymnastics name in any competition. But now, we are going to all African Games. We've been to Commonwealth. We've been to World Championship. You understand? It's just the Olympic we are aiming to go to. You understand? And I believe we will get there. With the right people, with the right channel, we will definitely get there. So I want them to say yes and embrace gymnastics because it's a very good sport.
Yeah, beyond that, I'm sure those that have got guardians listening right now should know that gymnastics has a future in the country. But beyond that, infrastructure seems to be not at the top notch. And it seems that the concentration of the sport is in the city of Lagos where we are right now. What do you think needs to be done to make other states in the country to embrace this sport?
First, I won't blame every one of them that don't take gymnastics serious in other states. You can't blame them because even we in Lagos here, we are only trying to build gymnastics to make it known, well known to everybody. Gymnastics is not being taken serious in this country, unlike outside the country. When you go there, almost every state have like different clubs in their state. You understand? They have standard gyms, well equipped. You understand? But here in Nigeria, we can count how many states have a they don't even have a standard gym in Nigeria here. I think they just got one now in Benin City, Edo State, a standard gym meant for gymnastics only with new equipment. That is what we need in this country. If we can have something like that in different states or like club, like I have my own club right now. If we can do that in every other state, spread gymnastics, then people will get to know more about gymnastics. And by that, I believe future will come from there. Did you understand? Like for them to have gymnastics clubs, equipment, gyms, then endorsement, you understand? Someone can just wake up a day and say, okay, I want to sponsor so person. I want to sponsor. They don't know gymnastics. The only sport we are hearing about is football, basketball, table tennis. No one talk about gymnastics. You understand? And places like abroad, they have endorsement, they have sponsors. Nigeria here, nothing like that. So lack of sponsor, lack of equipment and all those things is making gymnastics go down. And we want to take it up. So that is why we are having these clubs, you understand? And we are trying to make it known to everybody. We publicize it. We want to tell everybody about gymnastics. That is why we are having this club. So I believe if they can also do something like that in all those states that they don't know gymnastics well there, You can introduce gymnastics. You can go to schools because that is where they pick me from school. I started from my primary school. So they can also go to schools, introduce gymnastics to all those primary school students, you understand?
Yeah.
Then start building them. Before you know it, you build Team Nigeria from that place.
Yeah. Ellie, you said it all. But seems that there have not been total acceptance of gymnastics in the country. That means in all efforts made, gymnastics as a sport has not penetrated the grassroots. People still seem that the sport is for the rich. My question, what do you think should be done to ensure that the sport penetrates to the grassroots? And do you also believe that it's a sport for the rich or for the average income earners in the country?
I will say the sport is for everybody, for the rich, for the middle class, for the lower class. Anybody can do gymnastics. Although, let me be sincere with you. Really, gymnastics is for the rich. When you're talking about gymnastics abroad, you spend a lot of money in doing gymnastics, you understand? Like in my home club, if you want to come to my club and do gymnastics, you need to pay and learn, you understand? I didn't pay to learn. I was being picked when I was in my primary school. So
do we still have those
if they can do
facilities of
something
picking?
like that also.
Do you still have those?
You said?
Do we still have a situation where they pick people from the grassroots? Does that system still moves around where they came to pick you years ago? Do we have people who goes around in the grassroots, the lower cadre of livelihood? Do people go there and still pick people for gymnastics?
Few. I will say few. I know of, because I started from Ondo State in Akure. That was where I was being picked then. And they are still doing it till tomorrow. They go to schools because I was there during the lockdown. You understand? I went to the stadium. I saw those kids there. They went to their school to pick them. Although most of them would just walk into the stadium and said, I want to join gymnastics. You understand? But most of them are being picked from their schools. To me, that's the only state I can say they are really doing the grassroots work, apart from the clubs. You understand? When you talk about the clubs, we go to schools. We introduce gymnastics to schools, different schools, all either big schools, middle schools, lower schools. We introduce gymnastics. That is apart from the state. That is club. That is how we get our gymnasts. We publicize gymnastics on social media and every other way we can get their attention from. But if you're talking about state, for you to pick a gymnast and train them to a national level, yes, they can still start from grassroots. So the only state I can say they are actually doing that I really know of, I don't know of other states, but the ones I know of, Ondo State, they are really doing a good job. Edo State also are trying, you understand? But apart from that one, I don't know of any other state. So I believe, yes, they are still doing it.
Yes, thank you very much, Ellen. Thank you for your time. We hope that sometime in the nearest future, we will call on you to tell us the state of gymnastics in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure, yeah. Yes, let's not forget, you can get all feedbacks, reaction on all our social media platforms where the conversation never ends. On this note, I withdraw the curtain for this edition of 360 Sport. My name is Timu Dashiushitu, and like I do say at the end of every program, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.